Hi, welcome to Life Starts at Retirement. I'm Maureen Dobransky, and today we're going to be diving into the essential legal steps that you need to take to prepare for your retirement. I know, it sounds boring and depressing, and it can be, but it's a really valid, important step in your retirement and in your life. You see, I was in Edmonton last week visiting my mom and dad, and if you've seen any of my videos, you'll know that my dad is now in a long-term care facility with very bad dementia. My mom, 82 years old, is learning to live on her own. She's never lived on her own her entire 82 years. So prior to Dad going into the home, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I sat down and discussed and then prepared all of these legal items. It was difficult to talk about. It was emotional thinking about it, but I believe in the end it was well worth it. And now, Ken and I are doing the same. Excitingly, we're going to be traveling in the next year and a bit to 29 different countries. I'm speaking on cruise ships, and we're having this amazing opportunity. We're going to 29 different countries, but we decided that we had better ensure that our affairs are also in order. So that way, if something does happen to us, our kids and our grandkids will be protected, and of course, it'll bring me peace of mind. So let's get started. Number one, your will. Update your will. We had only prepared one other formal will in our entire lives. And it was when our kids were little. We had guardians appointed to look after our children. And so much has changed since then. Now our kids are adults. They have kids. We have 6 amazing grandchildren. So we sat down with a bunch of questions that we needed to ask ourselves. What happened if we passed away? And then we took all of that information and we made a will. Where would we like to leave our funds? What would we like to do? How much would we like to do? And we did all of that and we prepared a will. Now, honestly, I hope our kids don't have to use this will for a long, long time. But if they do, it's now all complete and now reflects our current situation and our current wishes. Number 2. We also created an enduring power of attorney. Now, I'm not sure if this document is called the same in other countries or even other parts of Canada, but we call it an enduring power of attorney. It's a legal document that allows an individual, the principal, let's say, to appoint another person, the attorney, not necessarily a real attorney, but they're called that, to manage their financial and legal affairs. Now, the key reason for establishing an enduring power of attorney is to ensure that the principal's affairs are taken care of if they become incapacitated or unable to make decisions for themselves. So some additional reasons for creating that enduring power of attorney is maybe to continue to ensure that your bills are paid, that your investments are managed, that any dealings with the government agencies are completed, that maybe you're protected from fraud or from scammers, and any decisions that need to be made for your financial and legal affairs are done in a timely manner. In our case, my mom has enduring power of attorney over my dad, as he's sadly just not capable of making those decisions for himself. But having this document in place made it so much easier for my mom. So that's number 2. Number 3, so important, review all of your beneficiary designations. So check out your retirement accounts, check out your life insurance policies, check out your financial accounts, ensure anywhere that you can, ensure that these reflect your current intentions. Maybe you've been married before. Ensure that your current situation is reflected. Maybe sadly your spouse has passed away. Make sure you have your beneficiaries updated. It's something that we really never think about, but now's the time. Number 4, create a living will, or what I call it, a personal directive. So I'll use the words personal directive. It may be called living will where you are, but a personal directive is another legal document that outlines an individual's wishes regarding health care and personal care decisions if they become unable to make these decisions themselves. A personal directive can include instructions about medical treatments, living arrangements, appointing a person to make decisions on their behalf. This document outlines your wishes regarding any medical treatments, your end-of-life care, providing any clear guidelines to your loved ones and your healthcare providers. That way, in a time of emotional turmoil, in a time of difficulty, it's all outlined and hopefully easier for the people that are left behind to make these decisions. Number 5, tax planning. I'd recommend so many people to engage in active tax planning for when you do pass. Because throughout our lives, we pay so much. We pay income tax, we pay property tax. In Canada, we pay a GST or a goods and services tax. We pay a carbon tax, etc., 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 etc. The last thing I want for my children is to pay a bunch more in taxes when I die. I want them to have my money, whatever's left of my money. So we've consulted with the tax advisor for planning for potential tax implications of our estate. We don't have a ton, but we wanted to ensure what we did have, our kids and grandkids got the far majority of it. Number 6, I'm not really sure what to call this, but I don't know, I'm just going to blunk it all together. So I'm going to say prepare additional stuff. Yeah, stuff. And so what I mean by stuff is gather together, maybe get a little booklet or a file folder, gather together all your bank accounts. If you do online banking, collect all your sign-on numbers and all of your passwords. Write them all down. Write down any sign-on information and passwords for any bills you pay online, for any notices that you receive online, for your social media posts so they can take care of your social media, for your email, anything that may help other people manage your estate and your affairs when you do pass away. Write it down and have it in a file folder for them. If you want to, put it in a lockbox, put it in the bank, in their lockboxes, but have it available so that when you do pass away, all of your additional stuff is taken care of. Number 7, if you feel comfortable, not everyone does, pre-plan your funeral or memorial service, and maybe consider even setting aside costs or funds for these costs. If you're really not comfortable pre-planning, at least maybe let your family know your wishes so that when you do pass, they can carry out your wishes. Because it's such an emotional time when someone passes away that this really can alleviate all those emotional and financial burdens on your family. And last, number 8, check out your life insurance if you have it. Check out maybe long-term care insurance. First, let's talk, ensure your life insurance policy is up to date and that the coverage meets your current needs. I had a life insurance advisor tell me we no longer really need it to survive if one of us passes away. Our kids are well taken care of, we're okay. But what he said, it's such a turmoil spot that we have a $100,000 policy. So that $100,000 would be given to the survivor at time of the other person's death, just to get us through. Where is this? Where is that? How can I access this money? What about this? What do I do with this account? So that $100,000 gets us through the emotional turmoil of that first few months just to do that. Maybe you need more, maybe you need less, but ensure that anything you need is taken care of and you look into it. Also, check out possibly long-term care insurance. I know that's becoming more and more popular. And maybe consider purchasing long-term care insurance to cover potential costs of long-term care services that you may need, like nursing homes, care homes, homes like my dad is in, because we've learned how expensive those really are. Now, having said all of these depressing things, my motto is making your retirement remarkable. And to do that, I encourage everyone to live their best lives. So I'm going to include an uplifting video called Beyond the Bucket List right here. It's a great and fun video about your retirement and enjoying it to the fullest. And so to this end, enjoy your retirement. Make it remarkable within your circumstances, and hopefully by taking some of these steps, you can help ensure a smooth transition into retirement and protect your hard-earned assets. So if you're still here, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and please consider joining our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/lifestartsatretirement.